Live, local, now at 4.
Traffic's better now because of the bridge that's on Flamingo.
But what goes up must come down after months of construction. 8 News Now learning what will stay when Formula One comes to an end this coming weekend.
And systemic deficiencies cited as the cause of a crash that left 9 dead. The 8 News Now investigators asking what can be done to keep dangerous drivers off valley roads. Plus,
the March for Israel draws tens of thousands to Washington, D.C. from across the country. I'm Natalie Brand with the message the demonstrators say they want to send to the world.
Weather now, we're tracking clouds and even showers. We'll pinpoint when in your most accurate forecast.
breaking right now, Metro Police announcing a news conference update in the death of a 17-year-old. Jonathan Lewis died last week in the hospital after he was in a fight that involved 15 people. This comes as reports of threats at Rancho High School. Today, the principal sending out an email to students and staff saying they have been threatened with hateful racist emails and phone calls. We will bring you that live update coming up at 8 News Now at 4:30.
The Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix racing into Las Vegas in just 2 days, with festivities beginning on Thursday. And tonight we're learning some of the world-class structures now built here in Las Vegas might remain standing year-round. Thank you for joining us here at 4. I'm Kirsten Joyce.
And I'm Ozzy Mora. 8 News Now reporter Ryan Matthew joins us live from Flamingo and Koval with how long after race takedown is expected to last and what could be left behind.
Yeah, Ozzy, Kirsten, county leaders have designated this race as an annual event for the next decade. They're also up to their ears in complaints about traffic and business disruptions, all because of year one. Let's take this bridge behind me here, for example. This is part of the near 4 miles of temporary structures installed just because of this race. And while we learn more about the takedown of it all, some officials say it may be less disruptive to leave some of it up year round.
The setup took half a year. The repaving not expected again for at least another 6 years. It's the lights, grandstands, pedestrian bridge screens, and track barriers now towering over Las Vegas Boulevard and sometimes blocking iconic strip views that'll come down.
We will begin the dismantling the day after the race.
That's according to Grand Prix project manager Terry Miller, saying in October their engines will still be revving just hours after trophies are awarded and over 100,000 spectators clear out.
About a 6 or 8 week process.
Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority President and CEO Steve Hill says the near 4-mile racetrack seen now won't completely return to the memorable Las Vegas Strip until likely the new year, just to do it all over again months later. But could it be less disruptive next time?
If this becomes a long-term thing, I don't want to have to do the bridges every single time. Maybe that's something that you look at for a permanent.
We have already started that conversation.
A conversation ongoing with the authority, F1 and county, Hill says. The 750-foot-long bridge over Flamingo and Koval that he says has kept traffic flowing in and out of the strip since the 10-day install in October.
The traffic's better than it was before we started to build all this. And that bridge is a big part of that. It makes a bunch of sense. It's one of the things we've learned.
A lot of learning this year. Now, it's unlikely that this bridge will stay standing after this year's race. The Grand Prix says they'll start this deconstruction by mid-December. That itself comes back with around 10 days of closures, just like the install, and that's all in the midst of New Year's Eve preparations. Reporting live at Flamingo and Koval, Ryan Matthew, 8 News Now.
Thank you, Ryan. Hill adds that Governor Joe Lombardo was actually the first one to pitch the idea a year ago. He says the land these structures are on is just too valuable for a year-round commitment. Now, Formula One lane closures headed our way since 8 this morning. East and westbound Harmon closed at Las Vegas Boulevard. So for the remainder of the week and into the weekend, you'll have to go north or south on the strip and you can't cross Harmon. We do have the complete list of closures on our homepage at 8newsnow.com.
Big question is, could we see slick roads in your neighborhood? And of course, for the F1 races, a live look outside from a camera at Treasure Island there. You can see the catch gates there. Skies just on high clouds right now, but changes happening within the next 24 hours as that system continues to spin off the coast of California. Already seeing some rainfall. Look at that in Northern California. We'll see clouds increase for that and maybe even some showers too. Temperatures in the mid to low 70s outside right now, so it is quite mild out there for this time of the year. Winds staying light. Here are your accurate weather headlines. Clouds and showers are increasing. We're going to stay mild, though, in those 70s. We'll show you how long that's going to last. We'll have the latest also on the Formula One forecast. Some big changes are happening. We want to show you that and more. That's all coming up in your most accurate weather now. Stick around.
Federal officials say, quote, systemic deficiencies led to a crash that last year, in North Las Vegas that killed 9 people. The NTSB met this morning to talk about ways to prevent something like this from happening again. 8 News Now investigator David Charnes following that meeting live from Washington. David, what did they say?
Well, board members say local officials failed to communicate with each other when it came to Gary Robinson's driving history. It's something we told you about earlier this year. Well, police repeatedly stopped and ticketed him for speeding. On paper, he simply looked like someone who didn't park well. The 59-year-old was high on cocaine and PCP when he drove into the intersection of Cheyenne and Commerce at 103 miles an hour. Though he had a long history of bad driving and speeding, documents the 8 News Now investigators obtained show Robinson's 10-year driving record had just 1 moving violation. All ended in fines or parking tickets. So this morning I asked the NTSB chair what can be done to keep drivers like Robinson off the road.
So if you just constantly plead down violations to essentially a parking ticket, it's a slap on the wrist. So what is the penalty there? Not a lot.
The NTSB saying today Robinson's record had updated correctly with pending cases on an electronic docket. They wish that would have happened, and they say if that had happened, the crash wouldn't have happened, and those 9 people may be alive today. In addition to recommending our courts, police, and DMV all communicate more effectively, the board recommended car makers install speed warning systems in all of their new vehicles. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
David, thank you. The Nevada legislature made speeding tickets a civil violation, meaning defendants don't have to go before a judge. Since the new law just went earlier this year, it's unclear what it could mean for offenders who repeatedly speed. Kirsten.
1 person in the hospital, multiple detained after a shooting on the west side of town. It happened this afternoon near West Lakewood Boulevard and Martin Luther King Boulevard. The victim was taken to UMC Hospital. Right now, little information is available, but we, of course, will bring you an update later on in the show once we gather more information.
And this man, 34-year-old Octavio Arredondo, is accused of firing a gun into a group of middle school students who planned to meet for a fight. Now, according to documents obtained by the 8 News Now investigators, police suspect the shooting was over allegations of bullying. Documents show witnesses told police Arredondo was the stepfather to one of the students. He's denied involvement and faces several charges, including assault with a deadly weapon and child abuse or neglect.
The March for Israel just wrapped up in Washington, D.C.
The large demonstration was organized quickly to match dozens of pro-Palestinian rallies taking place across the country as threats against Jewish people rise.
Correspondent Natalie Brand was present.
Tens of thousands descended on the National Mall in a march for Israel against anti-Semitism.
Since October 7th, there has been literally an explosion of violence against Jewish people.
We are here united, Democrat and Republican, House and Senate, to say we stand with Israel.
Speakers included lawmakers and family members of the hostages still being held in Gaza. Organizers and the families called for their safe release.
Bring Omer and all of the hostages home now.
The demonstration brought groups from synagogues and Jewish organizations from as far as California.
I think that the impact of this march will really be heard across the entire nation.
The Department of Homeland Security designated the highest level of security possible for this demonstration. DHS says since the start of the Israel-Hamas war, there's been an increase in reports of threats against Jewish, Arab American, and Muslim communities.
In the end, Palestinians should also understand it's a fight for them as well.
Israeli President Isaac Herzog also took part with a live message from the Western Wall in Jerusalem.
We, the people of Israel, are eternal
and no one will break us.
Organizers say they want to show the world that Jewish communities should be able to live without terrorism and free of hate. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
And actor Deborah Messing also spoke at the rally.
One of the women who inspired the iconic Rosie the Riveter poster that helped rally our country during World War II has passed away. Eleanor Otto passed away here in North Las Vegas at Centennial Hospital Sunday. She was 104 years of age. She worked 7 decades as an aviation riveter on all things from fighter planes to bombers. Despite her mark on history, she was a humble woman, never believing she was a hero, saying she was just doing her job.
It's time to honor the remarkable women who inspire us and make a difference. Through November 30th, you can nominate a remarkable woman. Just use a QR code right there on your screen or enter on the contest page at 8newsnow.com. We'll announce a local winner in April. She will join others in LA, where our parent company Nexstar will select the nationwide winner. A $10,000 contribution will be made to a charity of the winner's choice.
Still to come here at 4, more rideshare options are coming to our valley, how a new company compares to Uber and Lyft.
And then in Health Watch, the alarming low number of people being checked for lung cancer in our state. You're watching 8 News Now at 4. We're live, local, now.